I'm Debbie Chronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I am here to show you how I made this really cute card. I have another variation of it. This is my sketch challenge for my team this week, and so I am challenging them to create something that is the same sketch, but I'm challenging you as well. And if you do, and send it to me or post it on my Facebook page, Stamp with Deb, or actually it's Debbie Chronister, then I will post it on my blog. So this is the challenge. Let's go ahead and get started. So I started with a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece of Evening Evergreen, and all the measurements for this are on my blog at stampwithdeb.com. And then I have a piece of how about a piece of basic white next? That would work. Okay, and this is 4 1/4. Let me grab my trusty little mat here to help me keep my adhesive coming out. This one's a little temperamental. Okay, and so this is 4 by 5 1/4, our standard size for the second layer. And I'm just going to attach that just like that. Okay, the next piece is the Designer Series paper for the 2021-23. This is the Soft Succulent in color. And I love these two colors together. They just seem to complement each other quite well. So I'm going to layer that onto there. So far, so good, so easy. And that's only 1/8 of an inch difference there. Okay, and like I said, all these measurements will go on my blog. I should have another piece of basic white, which is right here. And I have a strip of this Designer Series paper. I'm just going to attach this strip along the bottom of this basic white. And I'm just going to use my grid paper here to just help me do this straight across there. And just trim off those edges. And if I was going to stamp a greeting, I would have stamped it before I did this, so that if I made a mistake, I could flip it over and put that Designer Series paper on the other end, on the other side. But I'm not, so I'm just going to go ahead and attach this to the inside of the card. And the inside is done. Okay, so the front of my card, I am using Garden Wishes and Sweet as a Peach. So I'm going to use these two together. And so for the very front image, I'm going to use this flower and stamp it in Memento, Tuxedo Black Memento ink, because I'm going to color it with my Stampin' Blends. And just like so. And I'm going to color that with Evening Evergreen Dark. So just right up the center, and then I'm going to color my two petals, my leaves here. So Stampin' Blends come in a 2-pack. They come with a dark and a light. I'm sorry, I'm using the light, not the dark. And they're 2 in a package. So you have both shades. So I could come back and hit this with a dark evergreen and give it a little bit of shading and make it look a little more realistic. But for this purpose, I am going to just go ahead and quickly color these leaves. Remember, as a child, outlining. I love to outline and then go back and color the center. Okay, then for the center of my flower, I'm going to use Daffodil Delight Dark, and just hit that right there. And then I was challenged about this one. I wanted to stamp the I used a the Wink of Stella on it. So I used my Wink of Stella prior to stamping. This time my center looks super dark, so I'm not sure why. But I am going to stamp this off twice, and on the third time I'm going to stamp on my flower. And then I'm going to come back with my Wink of Stella, and I think this is why I did it. I don't want to blend the two together. I just want to give it that shimmery look. So let's see how we did. I did okay. I was afraid before that it would blend my Sahara Sand too much. So I did use Sahara Sand to stamp that in the center. Okay, so then I have these tags that I cut and embossed. I embossed them with the textured, come on guys, help me out. Textured, the embossing folder. It's just a little tiny texture. So that's what I did. And then I punched them with this label punch. And so I have these cute little ends on the end of them. But I'm going to attach my Evening Evergreen here, which this is 4 by 2.5, I believe. I'm going to attach this to my card, and I'm going to go, I want to go up. I don't want to go down because I want to have room down here. I'm going to put a greeting down here. So I'm going to come up and I'm going to come out. So maybe just equally up, out. So this is the same, or approximately the same. Then I'm going to attach my little tags here. And those are going, that's crooked. Okay, let's see if we can straighten it out a little. That is one of the things I love about this adhesive. You can straighten it out a little bit afterwards. If it's really stuck, I've taken a heat gun to it and just, it releases it. So, okay, so I'm gonna put my center one in first. And then I'll do my top one next. And this one is my bottom one. I'm just trying to space them evenly apart. Okay. And then I'm going to put this over top. And I'm going to use dimensionals for this. So let's grab some dimensionals here. Put a few of those on there. And there we are. Okay, now let's see. I think we need a bow. So let's attach a bow. And I'm using the Evening Evergreen open weave ribbon. And so it's just, this is a very sweet ribbon. It just makes for a nice little bow. And I just want a little one there. And then I'm going to, let's get rid of that. Alrighty. Just put that one right on there. And I think we'll have to trim that a little bit. It's just sticking up too much for me. Okay. All right, then I have cut a strip of 1/2 inch. And when you're going to use it in these punches, you want to cut it just short of the measurement. So if I was doing 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, or a 1 inch, I want to go just a hairline short. And so I'm just going to punch that end. And then this is probably too long. So let me go trim it down real quick. Okay, and the other end. And that's probably still too long. We'll see. Well, maybe. So I am going to stamp this greeting from Sweet as a Peach. It says, thanks so much. This one and the happy birthday are my absolute favorite greetings in the whole catalog, the whole annual catalog. So you're probably going to see those a lot if you watch me. So I am going to cut this down just a little bit more. So let's just cut it so it's about like that. And then I'm going to punch the other end, that end again. Try not to smear my ink. And there we are. Okay, get rid of that. All right, and then I'm just going to attach this with dimensionals. Oops, let go of me. Okay. So that is going to go on just like that. I love that. That's so sweet. And then we're going to finish off with some bling. So we're going to use opal rounds. And let me grab my take your pick tool. Whoa, that went flying. Came loose evidently down there. Okay, and I'm just going to pick up some of these opal rounds. And I want the larger ones. And maybe I'm going to, there it goes. Okay. And just add that on there. You can get rid of all that garbage on there. And because of the texture, I don't think they stand out quite as much as they do when they're on the unembossed. I think my little glue here is, there we go. There, that's better. I won't have to fight it. All right, so that is my card. And like I said, I'm challenging you to create one in the same layout and then send it to me or email it to me. You can find all the information at stampwithdeb.com or put it on my Facebook page. And I will gladly post it on my blog. So thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.